Lol.
As a woman myself, I am curious, is it really that uncommon for a woman to get aroused at the sight of a penis? Genuine question, as I, F21, have seen so many comments stating as a matter of fact that women collectively find penises unattractive and generally unappealing to look at. Of course, now I feel like a total weirdo because I freaking love the things. Maybe I'm just a perv? I don't know. Lol. I just assumed it was common for women to appreciate male sex organs, but apparently not. Could any of you out there who feel strongly either way please elaborate a little on your thoughts and feelings? Thanks.
I love it when my partner walks through the house naked after his morning shower. I cannot resist touching it. Most of the time it ends in a blowjob.
That's what I do to my GF. But I walk about soft sometimes, not always with a hard-on. And I always tease her that she can't deep-throat it even when it's soft. Which is true. That always annoys her and she tries for like 15 minutes, at least, sometimes to deep-throat it. She never can though. But wants to keep practicing until she does. So I'm not complaining. I got home late last night, for example. And she left me some dinner leftovers. As I sat at the table, she literally took my cock out to practice. I actually enjoy it and so does she. It's her little aim and my little pleasure.
If I am in the mood, then I will totally enjoy looking at a penis. If I'm not, it's just a body part. It is not necessarily arousing in itself. Gynecologists look at vaginas and plastic surgeons look at boobs without getting aroused. It all depends entirely on context.
That's a pretty good point. I'm a big fan of the female body. I think it's quite attractive. I'm an RN. I see genitals of all sorts on a daily basis. Some on individuals that I would likely find attractive if I met them in another setting. At work though, never arousing, never attractive, just body parts.
That's pretty much how I feel about breasts and vaginas. They're aesthetically pleasing, yes, but only arousing if I want them to be.
Seeing my BF stick? 10/10. Seeing dick I search out via porn or Reddit or whatever? Great. Seeing a dick I didn't ask for or search for? No thank you.
I see, and that is totally understandable. It's interesting, isn't it? If a woman were to flash her tits at a man, the odds are that he would like it. If a man were to flash his dick at a woman, the odds are that she would feel threatened. I suppose it's got something to do with the fact that penises are kind of seen as weapons?
Yes. I love my partner's dick because A, it's a great dick, and B, it's attached to a great guy that I love. If I'm searching porn, I'm horny, and we all know that things look different when you're horny. If I'm having a cuppa and a biscuit and a surprise stranger's wang appears in my face, I am not receptive to that in the slightest.
A penis, when seen in the right context, is the most wonderful sight for a woman. Michael G. Scott.
I think this could be the context that they refer to when they say that dicks look unattractive, mostly in rants involving unsolicited dick pics. Not sure if unsolicited dick pics are still running rampant today though.
I don't find penises unattractive vulvas either, quite the opposite. But I find unsolicited pics of penises sent to me presumptuous, and that's unattractive.
This lack of consent is a mood killer. Don't send me pictures of your junk, unless I've explicitly expressed that I'm cool with it. I'll respect that same boundary.
Seeing a random penis when I'm just minding my own business, unattractive. Seeing my partner's penis when we have been texting and flirting all day, turns me on to no end.
Lots of women find penises so attractive that gay porn is popular among female porn viewers. So no, it's not at all uncommon for women to get aroused at the sight of a penis. It's common and perfectly normal. You're not a perv. Penises are awesome and tons of fun.
I'm not straight. But porn was never about sexual attraction to me. I was always into watching women because it out me in the mindset of imagining me receiving pleasure. But watching someone just be a fuck toy for men always made me turned off. I'm a switch. But even my subside doesn't only want to be seen as a human sex doll. Even if I'm bound, gagged, and being spanked, I want to come too. I want orgasm torture or to have my body explored and touched. My ideal dynamic is with a service/soft dom or a switch who also likes to give and receive. I love making people come. But too many dom/mess, I use that term loosely, ASOS weren't real, I've encountered don't. That turns me off. If it works for you, great. But I need mine too low. I want my body worshipped or at least cared for after I service someone else's needs. Peace. Don't send me dick pics or I'll block and report you. That is rapey and rude, as I do not consent to seeing a random penis.
Many women find penises sexy as hell, including myself. Watching and feeling a cock get hard for you and throb is so sexy. I don't get how that isn't attractive.
I've received so many unsolicited dick pics, sometimes in somewhat traumatic ways, that I think any enjoyment I could possibly ever have gotten from looking at strangers' dicks has been drained out of them for me at this point. I still enjoy the sight of dicks I know and enjoy IRL, and have consented to see, though.
TBH, I don't love how dicks look, or genitals for that matter, but that's because I'm primarily aroused by touch. So I'd much rather feel someone get hard against me, or feel it in my hands, going into me, etc. It doesn't mean I love my partner's dick any less.
That's a sexist myth that needs to die alongside. Men are visual creatures. Women are every bit as visual, and there are plenty of women who find dicks arousing, myself included. Preferences will vary person by person, of course. We, as a society, are just conditioned to believe men are naturally more sexual and get turned on immediately by anything even vaguely sexual they observe, including women's bodies. We also punish women for embracing sexuality, slut, whore, etc. However, men and women don't differ in the brain pathways that respond to sexually arousing visual stimuli. In addition, penises matter when it comes to attraction. Women generally rate men with bigger penises, to a point, no pun intended, as more attractive and gaze longer at well-endowed members, but we're attracted to penis proportionality and upkeep just as much. In sum, I like looking at nice-looking dicks, and science agrees.
It's pretty specific for me. A disembodied penis doesn't do anything for me, but the sight of one that belongs to someone I'm attracted to is a different story. Same with seeing that someone is hard through their pants. If it's not someone I have a connection with, it's more of a, do-a-day, I'm sorry you got to deal with your dick acting like that in public, than an, oh boy. Oddly enough, vulvas are a different story. The sight of them isn't always a turn-on, but I consistently find them pretty, and attractive. Edit. I will say though, that I appreciate a pretty penis. I'm a woman who loves looking at a good dick. Like all things human, there are some dicks that I do find individually unattractive or unappealing, but on the whole, I could look at dick all day. And yes, I get aroused by it. I'm not just looking at it thinking, ah yes, what an attractive piece of anatomy.
I find them hot as hell when it's in my mouth or about to enter my hot wet poo. $why? Oh shit, sorry for that mini peek into my horny side. COVID and lack of willing of normal is killing me. I am COVID free and I still can't get a chance. I also just realized Timber Now charges haven't been on there for a while. Stalkers, clingers, and treat me like they're doing me a favor by calling me at all hours.
Yes. For me, it's not necessarily seeing a penis itself that gets me aroused, it's me imagining what it can do. And about penises being unattractive, no way. I think they're great looking too. My brain sometimes forgets men have testicles for some reason though. I always forget men have balls until I see them and I'm like, oh yeah, they're there, haha.
If I could frame a photo of my boyfriend's penis and plaster it on every wall, I would.
Female psychologists have showed different sex pictures to women and to men. They measured women's responses with a meter in the vagina, and by how aroused they said they were. Women were aroused by pictures of fucking and by many other scenes. A picture of an erect penis was somewhat arousing, as I recall, but less so than man and women fucking, two men fucking, or woman-woman sex. I recall, a soft penis didn't arouse women at all. I don't remember who did the research.
It sound right, boys.